I'm Joanna Wigman, manager of the La Quinta Museum, and we're standing here in our new exhibit, Old Hollywood and the Desert Club, which is on display through December 31st. And this exhibit focuses on the Desert Club and its connections to Hollywood, starting both with the architect, S. Charles Lee, who did the renderings here behind me of the Desert Club, going to the blueprints of the casitas and the Cove, which also came out of the Desert Club. That architect is also from Hollywood.
Okay, so the casitas, the original, 35 or 40 of them, were built by the Desert Club management, right?
Right. The idea was you would buy a membership in the club, and then you would also either buy a lot of land and build a casita, or you would rent a casita that had already been built as a timeshare. And when you bought the land and you chose to build a casita, the Desert Club would provide you with an assortment of sort of cookie-cutter home blueprints that you could choose from. And this is one of those from the 1930s.
How interesting, how interesting. And we all see these located on corner lots around town, even today. So
yeah, many of these homes can still be seen, so you can spot them around the Cove.
Now, is this what the Desert Club looked like?
No.
I was going to say, not the one I remember.
This one I enjoy because this part here sort of reminds me of City Hall a little bit.
Yes,
but yeah, this rendering and the one on the opposite wall were both done by S. Charles Lee. I believe that this one over here was the first one. This one here, and as you can see, people who remember seeing the Desert Club, this is probably 15 times, 20 times bigger than what it actually was. But this is the first rendering. More than likely, they decided this was way too elaborate, and he came up with a second one, which is the first one that you just saw.
Yeah, the pool looks pretty.
Yeah, the pool and the walkway here seems to be pretty much the same, but this building has been scaled down.
And when was it built then? Remind us.
The Desert Club opened Thanksgiving Day, 1937, and these blueprints date to 1936.
Okay. So before it was built, they were modified considerably.
Right, right. They had actually already started selling memberships in the Desert Club before it was even built. The memberships were offered to the Peter Pan Woodland Club up in Big Bear.
Okay, that's right. They were sister organizations, weren't they?
Yes.
And do we have a picture of, I guess we do have some pictures of how it looked when it was built.
Yeah, this one here, you can see the actual finished building.
And it was supposed to look like a ship, wasn't it, sort of?
Yes, and also very heavy Art Deco influence. And here you can see two of the movie theaters that S. Charles Lee built, the Los Angeles Theater and the Tower Theater. Both are still standing today. And he also is the architect who remodeled the Max Factor building in Hollywood into its trademark Art Deco.
So quite a prominent architect. Okay, and the Desert Club was the home of the first 5 art festivals, and it was burned down by the fire department in
1989.
1989. Okay, good. All right, so it was a big part of the local culture as well as the history of the town for many years.
And you know, one very important aspect is how it encouraged homes to be developed here. You know, and really encouraged the residential subdivision part of La Quinta.
Okay, great. Thank you.